Xin chào các bạn. Chúng ta cùng tiếp tục bài 4 trong chuỗi video 900 động từ tiếng Anh nhé. Từ chối.
Decline. Decline. I decline your kind offer. I decline your kind offer.
Trang trí.
Decorate. Decorate. You should decorate it exactly the way you want. You should decorate it exactly the way you want.
Giảm bớt.
Decrease. Decrease. We'll decrease pressure on this dam. We'll decrease pressure on this dam.
Dâng.
Dedicate. Dedicate. He dedicated his life to good works. He dedicated his life to good works.
Tưởng là cho rằng.
Deem. Deem. I would not deem it so. I would not deem it so.
Đánh bại.
Defeat. Defeat. They defeated our team by 3 goals. They defeated our team by 3 goals.
Bảo vệ.
Defend. Defend. I am prepared to defend my opinions. I am prepared to defend my opinions.
Định nghĩa.
Define. Define. How do you define success? How do you define success?
Trì hoãn.
Delay. Delay. My plane was delayed by an hour. My plane was delayed by an hour.
Giao.
Deliver. Deliver. Elle will deliver them myself. Elle will deliver them myself.
Yêu cầu.
Demand. Demand. I demanded an explanation. I demanded an explanation.
Chứng minh.
Demonstrate. Demonstrate. This demonstrates his ignorance of the situation. This demonstrates his ignorance of the situation.
Phủ nhận, từ chối.
Deny. Deny. You can't deny it. You can't deny it.
Khởi hành.
Depart. Depart. The plane departs at 6 a.m. The plane departs at 6 a.m.
Phụ thuộc.
Depend. Depend. We depend on that income. We depend on that income.
Miêu tả.
Depict. Depict. Her novel depicts the life of country people. Her novel depicts the life of country people.
Tước đoạt.
Deprive. Deprive. They deprived the hostages of food and drink. They deprived the hostages of food and drink.
Nhận được từ.
Derive. Derive. He derives an enormous amount of satisfaction from restoring old houses. He derives an enormous amount of satisfaction from restoring old houses.
Xuống.
Descend. Descend. He descended the staircase. He descended the staircase.
Xứng đáng.
Deserve. Deserve. After all that hard work, you deserve a holiday. After all that hard work, you deserve a holiday.
Thiết kế.
Design. Design. A famous architect designed this building. A famous architect designed this building.
Khao khát, mong muốn.
Desire. Desire. After a day's work, all I desire is a hot bath. After a day's work, all I desire is a hot bath.
Phá hủy.
Destroy. Destroy. Vandals destroyed the bus shelter. Vandals destroyed the bus shelter.
Phát hiện.
Detect. Detect. Can you detect anything? Can you detect anything?
Xác định.
Determine. Determine. He tried to determine what had gone wrong. He tried to determine what had gone wrong.
Nghĩ ra, phát minh.
Devise. Devise. We have to devise another strategy. We have to devise another strategy.
Cống hiến.
Devote. Devote. I devote my life to you. I devote my life to you.
Khác, khác nhau.
Differ. Differ. Her approach differs from mine. Her approach differs from mine.
Phân biệt.
Differentiate. Differentiate. It's difficult to differentiate between the two birds because they look very similar. It's difficult to differentiate between the two birds because they look very similar.
Đào.
Dig. Dig. The child dug a tunnel in the sand. The child dug a tunnel in the sand.
Giảm bớt.
Diminish. Diminish. Our supplies are diminishing rapidly. Our supplies are diminishing rapidly.
Nhúng.
Dip. Dip. He dipped his bread in the soup. He dipped his bread in the soup.
Chỉ đạo, tổ chức.
Direct. Direct. She directs a large charity. She directs a large charity.
Không đồng ý.
Disagree. Disagree. I disagree with you on that point. I disagree with you on that point.
Biến mất.
Disappear. Disappear. The boat disappeared in the storm. The boat disappeared in the storm.
Tiết lộ.
Disclose. Disclose. He refused to disclose his identity. He refused to disclose his identity.
Khám phá.
Discover. Discover. I want to discover the world. I want to discover the world.
Thảo luận.
Discuss. Discuss. We wanted to discuss it with you. We wanted to discuss it with you.
Không thích.
Dislike. Dislike. I know he dislikes me. I know he dislikes me.
Trưng bày.
Display. Display. A photograph of her daughter was prominently displayed on her desk. A photograph of her daughter was prominently displayed on her desk.
Hòa tan.
Dissolve. Dissolve. Dissolve this in water. Dissolve this in water.
Phân biệt.
Distinguish. Distinguish. It can be difficult to distinguish between poisonous and edible mushrooms. It can be difficult to distinguish between poisonous and edible mushrooms.
Phân phát.
Distribute. Distribute. He distributed sweets to all the children in the class. He distributed sweets to all the children in the class.
Làm phiền.
Disturb. Disturb. I'm sorry, am I disturbing you? I'm sorry, am I disturbing you?
Làm chuyển hướng.
Divert. Divert. Traffic had to be diverted because of the accident. Traffic had to be diverted because of the accident.
Chia.
Divide. Divide. The wall divided the garden in two. The wall divided the garden in two.
Thống trị.
Dominate. Dominate. They will dominate the world again. They will dominate the world again.
Tăng gấp đôi.
Double. Double. He doubled his income in 3 years. He doubled his income in 3 years.
Nghi ngờ.
Doubt. Doubt. I doubt if he'll come now. I doubt if he'll come now.
Phác thảo, dự thảo.
Draft. Draft. Could you draft a report on this? Could you draft a report on this?
Lôi kéo.
Drag. Drag. I will drag you outside and kick your ass. I will drag you outside and kick your ass.
Rút, thoát nước.
Drain. Drain. There are plans to drain the marsh. There are plans to drain the marsh.
Mơ, mơ.
Dream. Dream. For years I dreamed of being a great artist. For years I dreamed of being a great artist.
Mặc quần áo, ăn mặc.
Dress. Dress. My wife dressed the children. My wife dressed the children.
Trôi dạt.
Drift. Drift. Sand drifted across the road. Sand drifted across the road.
Uống.
Drink. Drink. What would you like to drink? What would you like to drink?
Lái xe.
Drive. Drive. Can you drive? Can you drive?
Bỏ, rơi.
Drop. Drop. She dropped her keys. She dropped her keys.
Chết đuối.
Drown. Drown. She drowned in the river. She drowned in the river.
Làm khô, phơi khô.
Dry. Dry. You're sopping wet? Go and dry yourself and get changed. You're sopping wet? Go and dry yourself and get changed.
Vứt bỏ, đổ thành đống.
Dump. Dump. People dump things over our wall. People dump things over our wall.
Kiếm được.
Earn. Earn. He earns $200 a week. He earns $200 a week.
Làm dịu bớt.
Ease. Ease. Let me ease this burden for you. Let me ease this burden for you.
Ăn.
Eat. Eat. Where did you eat yesterday? Where did you eat yesterday?
Vang lại, lặp lại.
Echo. Echo. The cave was echoing with shouts. The cave was echoing with shouts.
Chỉnh sửa.
Edit. Edit. He spent 6 months editing the film. He spent 6 months editing the film.
Giáo dục.
Educate. Educate. You don't need to educate me. You don't need to educate me.
Bầu cử, chọn.
Elect. Elect. He was elected chairman. He was elected chairman.
Loại ra.
Eliminate. Eliminate. Police have eliminated him from their inquiries. Police have eliminated him from their inquiries.
Hiện thân.
Embody. Embody. You can embody the best of both worlds. You can embody the best of both worlds.
Ôm chặt, nắm lấy.
Embrace. Embrace. She embraced her brother warmly. She embraced her brother warmly.
Hiện ra, nổi lên.
Emerge. Emerge. The swimmer emerged from the water. The swimmer emerged from the water.
Nhấn mạnh.
Emphasize. Emphasize. He emphasized how important diet was to health. He emphasized how important diet was to health.
Tuyển dụng.
Employ. Employ. How many people does your company employ? How many people does your company employ?
Cho phép.
Enable. Enable. Some tests enable you to find out the sex of your baby before it's born. Some tests enable you to find out the sex of your baby before it's born.
Rào.
Enclose. Enclose. The garden was enclosed by a high wall. The garden was enclosed by a high wall.
Bắt gặp.
Encounter. Encounter. She encountered the manager in the hall. She encountered the manager in the hall.
Khuyến khích.
Encourage. Encourage. Banks actively encouraged people to borrow money. Banks actively encouraged people to borrow money.
Kết thúc.
End. End. The road ends here. The road ends here.
Tán thành, ủng hộ.
Endorse. Endorse. I certainly don't endorse her views. I certainly don't endorse her views.
Thi hành.
Enforce. Enforce. We must enforce the Constitution. We must enforce the Constitution.
Nâng cao.
Enhance. Enhance. We are here to enhance your skills, test you limits. We are here to enhance your skills, test you to limits.
Thích thú, có được.
Enjoy. Enjoy. Thanks for a great evening. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for a great evening. I really enjoyed it.
Hỏi thăm.
Inquire. Inquire. I came to inquire after the family. I came to inquire after the family.
Bảo đảm.
Ensure. Ensure. I will ensure your safety. I will ensure your safety.
Đòi hỏi.
Entail. Entail. These alterations will entail great expense. These alterations will entail great expense.
Vào, nhập.
Enter. Enter. Enter by this door. Enter by this door.
Giải trí.
Entertain. Entertain. I can entertain myself. I can entertain myself.
Dự tính.
Envisage. Envisage. This was the plan that we envisaged for the future. This was the plan that we envisaged for the future.
Trang bị.
Equip. Equip. The school is equipped with 4 computers. The school is equipped with 4 computers.
Dựng lên.
Erect. Erect. The war memorial was erected in 1950. The war memorial was erected in 1950.
Trốn thoát.
Escape. Escape. We need to escape this week. We need to escape this week.
Thành lập, củng cố.
Establish. Establish. The committee was established in 1912. The committee was established in 1912.
Ước tính.
Estimate. Estimate. He estimated that the journey would take 2 hours. He estimated that the journey would take 2 hours.
Đánh giá.
Evaluate. Evaluate. We need to evaluate if this is even a good idea. We need to evaluate if this is even a good idea.
Tiến hóa.
Evolve. Evolve. Man evolved from the apes. Man evolved from the apes.
Xem xét, kiểm tra.
Examine. Examine. I need to examine your wound. I need to examine your wound.
Vượt qua.
Exceed. Exceed. He exceeded the speed limit on the motorway. He exceeded the speed limit on the motorway.
Trao đổi.
Exchange. Exchange. We can exchange addresses when we see each other. We can exchange addresses when we see each other.
Loại trừ.
Exclude. Exclude. We cannot exclude the possibility that he was lying. We cannot exclude the possibility that he was lying.